Okay, good morning, everyone. We're here for the regular council meeting of March the 4th. I will do quick introductions here, and then we will go right into it. So we have with us Councillor Jeanine Belanger.
Morning, everybody.
Councillor Joel Lemoine.
Good morning.
Councillor Jason Bondarchuk.
Good morning.
Councillor Shane Pelletier.
Morning.
And it's April 4th, I think I said March, so I caught Mitch's laugh there. So sorry, I apologize. April 4th, we have myself, Mayor Chris Ewan, and CEO Mitch Duval.
It is actually April 3rd. Good morning.
April 3rd, thank you. Geez, these holidays for the last week have really thrown me off. And we have Assistant CEO Dominic Lemoine.
Good morning.
So without further ado, it's going to meeting called to order. Item number 1. Do I have a mover? Councillor Jason Bondarchuk, second. Councillor Joel Lemoine. Any questions before we open the meeting? We're all confirmed with the date there after the CEO has confirmed it. I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. I'll start the meeting at 9:01 a.m. Item 2, adoption of the agenda. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second by Councillor Bondarchuk. Thank you. Any questions about, sorry, this thing keeps beeping here. Any questions about the agenda? Any changes? Go as is. We will call, okay, we'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. Item 3, adoption of the minutes. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Lemoine. Go ahead, Mr. CEO.
So since the last regular council meeting, we've had 2 council meetings, the regular council meeting of March 19th and the special council meeting of March 21st. On the March 19th, we had a home daycare conditional use application for St. Gab, a road closing for the Grand Point area. The tax levy was given first reading, and the public hearing for that will be held on April 17th at 5:30. 2 subdivisions, IMBM funding and civic site construction award was also handed out. On the March 21st special council meeting was to hear the Imperial Oil noise exemption.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. CEO. Can you guys close the chamber doors? Is that possible? I'm gonna, no?
It's not from our end, sir.
Oh, it's Shane. Sorry. Thanks, Councillor Pelletier. Okay, any questions from council? None. I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. Item 4, committee reports and minutes. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second. Councillor Pelletier. Thank you.
Committee report submitted for the Crow Wing Trail by, I believe, Councillor Bob McJock.
Thank you. Council, any questions? No, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. 5.1, accounts paid to be approved. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bondarchuk, second. Councillor Lemoine.
Batch number 18517, the amount of 88,700. This is for the electric truck purchase, adding to our fleet per our federal grant. EDO's continuing to work on that and to create a car share program that hopefully will roll out in the spring.
Thank you. Council, any comments or questions? No, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. 5.2, accounts not paid to be approved. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second. Councillor Lemoine. Thank you.
3 batches, 18,494, the amount of 210,600. You have a summary summarizing that batch for that. 18,495 in the EFT for 2,000 and a utility refund for $297.
Perfect. Thank you. Council, any comments or questions? Nope. Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. 5.2.1, council indemnities. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Lemoine. Thank you.
Council indemnities for the month of March, as presented, range between 12 to 38 hours.
Perfect, thank you. Council, any comments or questions? No, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried, thank you. 5.3 payroll to be approved. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Belanger, thank you.
Payroll number 6, a little bit of overtime on the public works side, spring related, opening up ditches and unplaned culverts as needed. Preventative measures, hopefully so far spring is looking good, and we'll deal with any hopefully problematic issues.
Perfect, thank you, Mr. Seal. Council, any comments or questions? No, call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried, thank you. 6.1 bylaw 12, 2023 municipal maturity model for bilingualism, the 3M, third reading. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bodnerchuk, second. Councillor Pelletier.
As you all know, we've been working at this for a while. We were waiting for ministerial approval, and at the SFM Francophonie Day, it was announced that the minister has signed off, so now we could go ahead and give third reading for the 3M model.
Thank you, Mr. Seal. Council, we all are familiar with this. We're all good to go. No comments or of course he would. Thank you. Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Any comments, questions? No, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. 6.2 bylaw 5, 2024 speed limits, first reading. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second. Councillor Lemoine.
All right, this is as a result of the delegation we had a while back. The assistant CEO reviewed all the maps and all the descriptions related to our speed limit bylaw. So as a result, we are adding a 30-kilometer speed zone for the Churon Creek area in Sand Gulf.
Perfect.
And
Thank you,
a little bit of house cleaning on some other items that were in there.
Thank you, Mr. Seal. Council, do you have any comments or questions? This is just the first reading, so obviously we'll open it up a little bit more in detail, but anyone have any comments?
I was just wondering if we should add the school zones into the maps.
It's a separate bylaw because it has the distances for the 30 clicks zone, different regulation as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Anything else from council? No, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That is carried. 7. That's it. Oh no, sorry. 7.1.1 Visa card for parks and infrastructure lead hand. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Bodnerchuk.
Oh, we already have a new hire and already he wants a credit card, so not too bad for the rookie. So of course he's going out and buying supplies and whatnot. So recommended by administration to add him to the Visa list.
Perfect. Council, any comments or questions? Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. 7.2.1 Terracon development agreement changes. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Lemoine, thank you.
So for the Terracon development agreement, basically 2 changes. The first one is related to the development control 4A. Developer really just wants to add an additional clause that helps with the staging or the rollout of the phases happening. Again, very subject to market conditions going on. They may be looking at different rollouts options based on those market conditions. So 4A with the added red clause that council has there gives them a little bit more flexibility and as well as a little bit more clarity for administration as to when to charge for the capital lot fees. The second one is in regards to the contribution that the developer is to pay for the Ildestrand Street, Main Street improvement. There again, given the market conditions of the market conditions of development right now, things may be slow. They may not have the funds available up front to pay if we proceed right away this year with that project. So this is just delaying payment as to when stage 1 acceptance is certified. So just a timing thing more than anything else.
Thank you, Mr. Seal. Council, do you have any comments or questions?
Just something, so this is a flat rate. It doesn't matter if cost goes up or down or percentage of.
Correct. It's a flat rate that was promised right from the get-go.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, the commitment's still there. It's just the timing's changed a bit. So I'm confident with the change here.
Perfect. Thank you. Anything else from council? No. Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That is carried. Thank you. And 7.2.2 IT services and cybersecurity. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bondarchuk, second. Councillor Boulanger.
All right, this is an expense that is just outside the scope of my authority. Even though we do pay it monthly, overall, we are looking at a believe it's a $36,000 touch. Cybersecurity, we are protected to a certain level, but in looking at matters and talking with our IT people, it's best that we move forward with a strategic plan regarding cybersecurity. In order also to qualify for cyber fraud protection through our insurance program, we want to make sure that we're up to date with a better standards for the municipality. Also included in here is the fully managed service. Before it was on an hourly rate, it would vary from month to month. This gives us not the flexibility, but better administration to budget properly on a yearly basis as to that support. So it's more of a comprehensive package. The package also includes all the licensing that we have for Office 365, antivirus, and IT support, as I've mentioned. And I believe this is for 40 users, depending on the level of authority that they have. So council basically deals with emails and minor items. The administration deals with a higher security level. So all that is taken into account in the pricing.
Perfect. Anything from council?
So an
Just-
initial, oh, go ahead, Shane.
No, vas-y, Joël.
So an initial upfront cost, and I questioned the same thing, and I noticed somebody penciled in on page 5, monthly question mark. Is there a 36 upfront and then a monthly fee, or a 36K per year?
The 3,000 is a monthly fee, times 12 is 36,000. So that's where I came up with the 36, and then the 4 is a one-time installation charge and configuration for everything.
Oh,
So it's 40 for the first year, but then
Oh, yeah.
6.
Okay, Councillor Pelche.
40 is enough for everybody we onboard during the summer as well. That gets licenses and emails and things like that.
All inclusive.
Thank you.
Anything else from council? Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. Brings us to 10, adjournment. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelche, second. Councillor Lemoine. Final thoughts? Nothing from council. Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. I'll adjourn the meeting at 9:15 a.m. And that's it. Thank you, everyone. You can now stop recording.